question is, let's say there is a person X. I feel X to be weird. I won't like using such words, but X seems to be annoying, irritating, or peacefully, I could say, a different being with whom I don't feel well. X has not done anything wrong to me, but X's presence just cannot be taken by me. How do I deal with this?
I think it's wonderful that you have the courage to ask the question that is in everybody's heart. I think a lot of people feel that way at different times of our life. That there is one person that just cannot stand him or her. Even though maybe that person is not like doing anything particularly mean to us or anything like that, but there's something about him or her that you just can't stand it, you know? So thank you for bringing it up. Um, for me, when that happens, I like to see what is it exactly that I can't stand in that person. You know, it's not to be too general that I just can't stand him or I cannot stand her, but to be more specific of what is it that is making me so irritated whenever I see him or whenever she opened her mouth. It's just like, oh my God, you know, I just need to move. So yeah, to look and to see what is it, what seed is being touched inside of me. Again, to come back to the seeds. What seeds are being touched inside of me when I hear her? Is it the irritation? Is it the anger? Is it jealousy? So to look into that. And because very often what I realize is that other people, and we live in a community, you know, and like Shantam was sharing, we don't really choose the people that we're living with. So of course people are like going to be in your face. And there are people that you will not necessarily be, you know, you don't choose to be, maybe they would not be your friends if you would be out there. So it's how to look at each person as a mirror. You know, that is reflecting something about me. And somebody was sharing not to think too much that the problem is outside, but to come back and to see, okay, what is it about me that I can learn in this situation? What kind of reflection it is of myself? Because what I notice most of the time is that that thing that I cannot stand in that person is actually something I cannot stand in myself. You know, it's something that is so difficult to accept inside of my own being. And that when it's just right here in my face, it's too much. You know? It's just too much, because if I cannot accept it inside of me, of course I'm not going to be able to accept it inside of somebody else. Sister Kenyan was sharing yesterday about starting to love oneself before we can love somebody else. And I think it also goes with acceptance. You know, before we can be a great being and a saint that can accept all beings around us, it's like, how can I accept things that I don't like about myself? And to see other people as great masters on this path. Like, yeah, you are helping me to do that. And for me, like being a monastic, it's kind of my deep aspiration is to really understand, to truly understand myself and to truly love myself, so that I can also understand other people and love other people as they are. So whenever there's a situation like that arises, that is, you know, makes your teeth just go like that, then it's like, oh wow, thank you. You know, there's something I can practice with. There's something for me to look at within myself. I was living in a very small community in Hong Kong. And there's one particular brother that I have a difficult relationship with. It's not easy. And this one day, one of my hobby, I like to make old things look new. So, and in Hong Kong, we have a big pile of garbage. I like to go and check things out. And one day I found a beautiful table that I bring home and then make new, buy tiles and polish and paint. I'm very proud of my little table. And somehow I go and travel somewhere, I come back, and the table is in the brother's side. They used it. And I kind of like, okay, I let go. I'm just happy that the brothers are going to use it. And the next thing I know is that they just leave it outside. And at one point, something happened with that particular brother. We get into a clash. And the next morning, I see the table just trashed outside in our garden. Like, but I know that it's being trashed. You know, it's all over the place. The tiles are everywhere. And at that moment, I felt so angry. I was really, really, really angry. But luckily, it's walking meditation time, so I cannot talk. I cannot go to the brother and express all my anger. And then I realized the power of mindfulness and of coming back to oneself to take care of anger. Because I know that if I have an opportunity to talk at that moment, it's not going to be beautiful, and it's not going to help the situation either at all. But at that moment, luckily, it's like, no, it's no talking time. It's breathing, coming back to your step time. Being in touch with the earth, being in touch with whatever is happening inside of me, my anger. And I see that I'm so angry, and this is very painful. There's the fire of anger and of irritation inside of me that is burning. And I'm realizing that if he did something like that, he must be really angry too. And because I feel that it's so unpleasant, this feeling of anger and this energy of anger inside of me, I'm like, wow, he is feeling the same unpleasant feelings, And at the moment, I really don't want anybody to feel the kind of unpleasant feeling I'm feeling. So to be able to recognize and to be with that fire of anger and see that it's so unpleasant, and to be able to cool that down, it gives me compassion for the other person's anger too. And in that sense, at that moment, I really feel that the other person is also my mirror, and that I'm the mirror of the other person as well. And that with the energy of mindfulness, being able to recognize and to embrace, and to cultivate that energy of mindfulness daily, not to wait until there's a bad situation that happens to start cultivating it, but with, like the gathas in a toilet. Every day we go to the toilet, we open the water, and we can read the gatha, the bell, find different ways of having bells, a sangha to help us to practice. Things very concrete like that make us cultivate and generate the energy of mindfulness, make it grow every day, and slowly we can recognize more and understand. And to have the mind of a curiosity is very important. To always want to understand, to be curious about oneself. Then it helps to be with the situation. For me, I see like that. And to know that if I can recognize my own suffering, understand my own suffering, that I can help other people too. So that gives me strength to stay with my suffering too, and to understand it.
So thank you, dear friends, dear brothers and sisters. It's just after 11 now. We will check on with the organizers, the timing. The same as yesterday. Do we have time with one more question before we close, or should we close now? We have one more question.